I've always had long hair. Always, my entire life. Ever since I was a little girl, I had this beautiful head of curly brown hair. And truth of the matter is, I never really hated my hair, but I also never really loved it either. So as I've gotten older, I've gone every single step of it. I've dyed it because I was scared of going gray. I stopped dyeing it because I was tired of dyeing it. But truth of the matter is, it's always been long. And I never took the time to consider the fact that it would be okay to actually go for what I wanted, because what I've always wanted is this: an adorable short pixie cut. And I love it. It feels so much more like me, and I feel absolutely awesome. Here it is. So pretty. I love. Um, so by the time I'm shooting this part of the video, it is actually January 2nd, 2025. I got this cut in November 2024, at the beginning of November. So this is 2 months in, almost 2 months in, and I've trimmed it up a couple times, but I have always wanted to have short hair. Always, always, always. I love short hair on women. I love this cut, although right now it's not styled, and and it's been slept on for like 2 days, and I haven't washed it in a while. So I'm probably I look like Max Headroom at the moment. But here's the thing. I absolutely love it. Also, I'm not wearing any makeup, and I think I'm wearing 2-day mascara. I'm not sure. Here's the thing. I haven't been working or doing anything productive since December 20th, 2024. So I've had the last 2 weeks off. Today was the first day of like anything actually happening because my son went back to his day program today. So I had to get up and take him, and there was a thing with transfer. It was a whole thing. So right now I dropped him off. I ran some errands. I got some trash bags because we ran out. And I wanted to talk more about this situation. So here's how it all started. So as a lot of people know, I quit my job in corporate a year and a half ago, and I actually work for the public school system now, which I absolutely love. Absolutely love. And I was just like having a come to Carly meeting with myself, and I was like, I am closer to 50 than I am to 20. And there are so many things that I haven't done that I always wanted to do. One of them was this haircut. Absolutely love it. And I was like, I want to do it. And I've never done anything so bold. I've cut my hair before, but the shortest I think I've ever had it was a bob I had like a year and a half ago. Or no, like 3 years ago. I had a bob, which was cute, but I was also in the middle of growing all of my hair out. So this is how the trajectory of my hair went. So during the pandemic, I stopped dyeing it. So that was 2020, 2021, I stopped dyeing it. Actually, I think it was more like March of 2021. So I stopped dyeing it, and I would say it took almost 2 years to get it to the point where I was okay with because because they say that if you're going to grow your hair out, it takes a year to the ear, and then it takes another year to grow it down to your shoulders. And so that's exactly what happened. So it took about 2 years to grow out completely. And I was so happy because it was for the first time my hair is soft, it's manageable. I actually really like the gray where it is in my hair. It's really cool. I think it's just so charming and so great. And I'm coming into my own age, and I'm okay with being that age. And I'm like, I'm really digging my 40s. 40s have been great. So fast forward to, I quit my old job in corporate. I start my new job in education, and I'm loving it. The thing that I'm finding it a little difficult to manage is, honestly, not my hair wasn't so difficult to manage, but the environment in which I work and the student body that which I work with, they're special needs individuals. So there is going to be some behavioral, I don't want to say issues, but there's just behaviors like in that community. One of them is hair pulling. And it doesn't happen all the time. It really doesn't. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. And when it happens, I was like, hands would be in my hair and they'd be stuck. And so finally I was like, I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to do this. So let me just do it and try it. Because I was like, let me try it. If I don't like it, I can always grow it out. So that's what I did. You know what? I'm thinking, I don't think people really like listening to me talk. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, here's the thing. I cut all of my hair off. I went to a salon. They said it was a salon school, which I, don't necessarily trust immediately, but this cost me $45. And I was annoyed at the price because that's not what I was quoted. But to be honest, it set the foundation. It set the foundation. I'm able to trim it myself. I'm able to like do all the upkeep to it by myself, which I really like. But when I got it cut, I had to warn my mother. I said, listen, it's going to be very short. It's going to be, you're not going to like it. I don't think you're going to like it, but I really want to do this and I really need to do this for me. God bless her. She was like, go ahead and do it, because my mom loved my hair, like loved my hair. It was long, it was curly up until I did that horrible thing and dyed it blonde, but she loved my hair. So finally I did it. I cut all of it off, and I never have felt more like myself. And it's so funny because it's like, it's just a haircut. It's just a haircut. Isn't that nuts though? It's just like, I have felt more like myself with this haircut than any other hairstyle I've ever had. So that's to say, if there's something that you really want to do, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. As long as you're not hurting anybody and you're not hurting yourself, do it. Do it. Because I'll tell you what, it is now 2025. The tail end of 2024 left a very, very bitter taste in my mouth. And going into 2025, I see things differently. I'm viewing the world in a different headspace now. And I'm no longer the same person that I tried to be, because I just can't be that way for anybody else anymore. And I know I'm coming to this realization like at the age of 47, but I'm glad I came to it now, because I don't want to go into the next hopefully 50 years of my life trying to feel like I have to please everybody. And I feel like cutting all my hair off was an immensely rebellious move, because there are people in my life that really don't like this, but this is the first time in my life where I really have not given a shit about what they think. And usually that's my go-to. It's like, well, if I do this, what is this person going to think? How is my haircut going to make this other person feel about me? And finally, I just came to the conclusion, I'm just like, they can like it or they cannot like it. I cannot manage other people's emotions, because that is not my job. It's not my job. And I'm there's so many things about myself that I learned in 2024 that I have to bring into 2025 with me. Number one, I'm a recovering people pleaser. Number two, it is not my job to manage emotions of adult people, because it's not. They have to learn how to do that on their own. Number three, life is short. And you never know how long. I mean, honestly, none of us know how much time we have left here. So do the things that you love, take chances on yourself, invest in yourself. And the what other thing that I'm having to learn that is a little difficult for me, that I'm still trying to learn, and I think this and being kinder to the environment and the planet are probably my two biggest things for 2025. I have to be comfortable with being the bad guy in someone else's story. And that's really difficult for me, but I have to come to terms, and I have to come to comfortability with the fact that things just aren't necessarily working out for me in a particular situation. And I know that I have to be the bad guy in it, and that's fine. I'm still coming to terms with that. I'm still coming to being comfortable with that. The other thing that I'm trying really hard to do, and I'm just starting, I'm trying to do less consumerism on the internet. Like, there's this big store online that everybody shops at. And, for certain things, yes, I understand. But I'm coming to a realization in my life that I can't consume. I have to lower my consumerism, because it's just, I'm not trying to keep up with anybody. I can't keep up with anybody. I'm just trying to be me, and I'm just, I don't need the newest clothes, because I'm not like that. I'm not a clothes person. I mean, don't get me wrong, as long as it's clean and I can button it and it's right for the, occasion that I'm going to, yeah, I'll wear it. But it's I don't really see the need to update my wardrobe. I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of a gal anyway, so jeans and t-shirts, that's really what I'm all about. I am trying just to consume. I'm trying to consume new stuff less. I'm not trying to buy anything that's brand new. So, Goodwill, Facebook Marketplace, stuff like that, secondhand. It doesn't need to be new. It doesn't. I don't, we live in a society that tells us, oh yeah, it has to be new. In order to keep up, you have to have new this, new that. And this was the first holiday year that I can remember not wanting to go shopping, because I don't care for shopping anyway, but online shopping I usually am okay with, because it's you don't have to go anywhere. And I realized the reason that I was okay with that was because you don't have to put any thought into what you're doing. And I'm one of those people that loves my love language when it comes to gifts is if you give me anything that is handmade or homemade. I love that, because to me that tells me that you took time, and time is the best gift you can give anybody. So I'm making it more of a conscious effort to do if somebody wants something, I'm going to do the research. I'm going to see if I can find it secondhand first. And if I absolutely have to, if there's no other way around it and there's no other place I can get it, I will use, oh, you guys, there's a puppy. Oh my God, she's so cute. Sorry. I will use the big online store. So I'm going to leave you guys there. I appreciate you joining me for this little time in the parking lot. Everybody, thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your holiday season, even though for me, I have to go back to work on Monday. So, anyway, peace out. Love you. Bye.